Okay, चलिए बहुत we have done enough faff around. Let's try to understand that this is one of those questions which ideally though I should not be taking in a mock test, but just in case somebody wants to understand, a pretty interesting question to make cases for number system. This says a 10 digit number with that is a multiple of 24. Interesting. So multiple of 24 or not, that we will look after some time. Right now let's understand the fact that the digits are all distinct. That means if I have to take 10 distinct digits, 10 digit number, obviously it has to encapsulate all the numbers of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And that too they're asking for a largest value of this thing. Mind you, second largest value of n. So the question itself is very cryptic. It has many things in it. It is talking about multiple of 24. That means there is some amount of divisibility also involved, and then there is a bit of number crunching also that needs to be done in this part. So what I would say is typically we can start off by assuming a number, so we can possibly think of the biggest number that can happen is writing all the distinct digits in descending order. So it could be something like this: 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Now this is the 10 digit distinct number. Now whether this is a multiple of 24 or not, we don't know as of now. But to check the divisibility of a composite number, 24 happens to be a composite number, a very interesting thing is employed. What we employ is that we find a coprime factor pair and we try to satisfy the given number. Over here the given number is this humongously big number 98765432110, and we need to satisfy simultaneously both the two coprime numbers, so that we will eventually satisfy whether this number n is divisible by 24 or not. Divisibility by 3 to check is very easy. All we need to do is just see if we add all the numbers, it is a let's say multiple of 3 or not. I do that a little differently. How I will do it, I will just try to make nines or threes, multiples of threes. Okay, so I know that 9 is a multiple of 3 out, 8 and 1 adds up to 9 multiple of 3 out, 7 and 2 adds up to 9 multiple of 3 out, out, out. Effectively what I'm doing is that I'm just adding the numbers, individual numbers, and then if it is a multiple of 3, I'm cutting that out. By that logic, I have realized that all the numbers eventually add up to a number. What that number is right now, I don't care, but eventually the summation of that number is going to be a multiple of 3. That much I can predict. This is a kind of a shortcut that we can use for multiple of 3, multiple of 9, and so on and so forth. I've taught you guys this thing in the theory classes. You can go into the playlist and you can check that out. But right now we have ascertained that 3 se to the multiple, the divisibility thing is sorted. Now we need to check for 8. How do we check for 8? Now if you remember, divisibility rule of 8 is basically 8. What is 8? 8 is 2 cube. So we just need to check the last 3 digit. Remember 3, right? If I need to check for the divisibility rule of 4, that is 2 square, I need to just check for the last 2 digit. Okay, the exponent rule, that is also I have taught you guys in the in the theory classes. Now obviously, now what I need to understand is that my entire gamut of attention should be spent on this 4 numbers, because the last 4 digit of this number n is going to be very useful for me. Just a second, I should just okay. Now definitely the last 3 digits, 210 is not divisible by 8. So I just need to make some arrangement such that the last 3 digits are divisible by 3. Now how can we do that? Let's see that. So obviously I'll have to do some trial and error. At this point, I only need distinct numbers. So I need to, change the placeholder for these numbers, change the position of 0, 1, 2, and so on and so forth to get the number. The best thing at this point would be to ascertain a largest number. That wouldn't be very difficult. And then it would be very easy to calculate the second largest. Let's do that. So let's see. I think okay, I didn't wanted to do that, लेकिन चलो कर लेते हैं because I am only going to play around with 2, 1 and 0. So let me write them in order 0, 1, 2, and I'm just now interchanging the position of these. So what I will do is 0, 2, 1, 2, 0, 1. Okay, these are the three distinct possibilities that can happen. So I have written 0, 1, 2 in ascending order and then took the position of 2 into the second place and then 2 to the first place. This is the second iteration. This is the third iteration. Now I'll do the similar thing with 1. So 1 will come to this position. This is 2, 1, 0, then 1, 2, 0. Okay. Can I have any other possibilities? The other possibility would be 1, 2, 0. Or rather, sorry, 1, 0, 2. Okay, 1, 0, 2. And then it will be 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. But you can see 0, 1, 2 is already there. So any possibilities exceeding 0, 1, 2, 3 is eliminated. So I have how many possibilities? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 possibilities. Out of these possibilities, 0, 1, 2 and all these numbers, we just need to check which of these number is going by 8. I know straight away 120. 8 into 15 is 120. मतलब I know that, but if you don't know it, you just need to check. 0, 1, 2 तो definitely 12 तो नहीं जाता है 8 से, तो ये तो out है, 8 से नहीं जाएगा. Odd number not going. 2, 1, 0. 2, 1, 0 will also not go. I think 16 अगर आप काटोगे तो 50 आएगा. 2, 1, 0 भी नहीं जाएगा. 120 जाता है 8 से. So this is a possibility. So basically the largest number that will satisfy the condition of multiple of 24 and with distinct values is going to be 9, 8. Maybe I should write it with a different uh, pen color. Maybe I should use this one. So the number is going to be 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1, 2, 0. 1, 2, 0 being this is the largest number. But the question is that the second largest number we need to be finding. Now at this point you should remember that this is not the kind of a question for a mock test. This is a kind of question for a it's a good question for, you can say, theory building, concept building, but not a very good question for a mock test because you will need to make multiple cases. That's what we said. That's what I said rather. So point being, and also you'll have to check this also. I have said that 102 is also not, I should have said that this is also not divisible by 8. You can check if you cut this, it will be 22. 22 doesn't go by 8, so ये भी नहीं जाएगा. So this is the largest number, mind you, the first largest number that is divisible. That's a multiple of 24. ठीक है, that is the 10 digit number, all distinct number. This is that number. Question is the second largest number. That means now the problem is that of the 4 digits 3210 में जो पहला number ये आया, now I need to fiddle around with this fourth digit number. I need to place 2, I need to then place 1 and then probably in 2 and 1 I'll get an answer. चलिए देखते हैं, कुछ करते हैं इसके साथ. ठीक है, 2 में अगर हम लोग देखते हैं तो द नंबर्स दैट आर, अगर मैं 2 के पोजीशन को फिक्स कर दूं फोर्थ पोजीशन में, तो आई हैव 0, 1 एंड 3 टू प्ले अराउंड विथ. चलिए इसको करते हैं. 0, 1, 3 in ascending order. These are the three numbers that can happen. Obviously, right now, I am also thinking that I should not even enlist the numbers that are odd numbers because obviously 8 being a even number cannot have an odd number of multiples. तो उसको हम पहले ही eliminate कर सकते हैं. लेकिन वो करने से पहले, this is also something that as a tutor I should tell you this कि you can possibly you can possibly write those numbers just in case. So 0, 3, 1, 3, 0, 1, and then you will have 3, 1, 0, 1, 3, 0, and 103. 103 and 013. 013 again will repeat, so no point writing that thing down. So these are the numbers. Now we'll have to check if these among which one is divisible. This is definitely not divisible, being a odd. Not divisible, not divisible. We'll check this one, check this one. Now see, 120 ke baad, if you know that 8 into 15 is 120, 128 will be the next number. That should be divisible by 8. 130 will not be divisible. Similarly, 310. I'm not sure. Let's check. 8, 4s are 3s are 24. So that is 70. No. So we have a 72, but we don't have a 70. So ये भी नहीं होगा. Similarly, ये तो होगा ही नहीं क्योंकि it's a odd number. So that means I have something. So the placeholder for 2 does not work. So the second largest number will be something like this. जहाँ पे 1 तो 100% होगा. तो one thing that I can ascertain कि the first largest number is this one. The second largest number would be 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 and then 100%, क्योंकि 2 यहाँ पे फिट नहीं करता. सेकंड नंबर अपने को वहीं से मिलेगा. अब अगर यहाँ तक सॉल्व कर लिया है तो यू नो दैट देयर आर द पॉसिबिलिटीज दैट आर लेफ्ट विथ मी इज 0, 2 and 3. That these are the three distinct number that I can play around with. So now let's do that. So 0, 3, 2, 302 and then 3, 2, 0, 2, 3, 0 and 203 and is that 0, 2, 3, 0, 2, 3 again will repeat. So yeah, odd number out, 32, 032. Yes, this goes, 032 goes, and we have 302. Does 302 go? No. 24, 62, 9 doesn't go. This will go. 32 does go. This also is possibility. I'll check for that. 230 जाएगा नहीं. This will also not go क्योंकि 16, 24, 32, 24 so no. And again 203 odd number नहीं जाएगा. So we have two possibilities. Okay, we have two possibilities, that is 032 and 320. Now out of these two possibilities, this will be the second largest. This could possibly be the third largest. Okay, this has to be the second largest, and this one 032 could be the third largest. So third largest. So definitely, I mean, I can now at this point I can say the number that I am looking for is nothing but 9876541. This is going to be the number that I'm looking for. So you can see that this was a very interesting question. It had a lot many ideas that we could have played around with, but more or less it is effectively just, having the idea of the divisibility rule of a composite number, and how you can basically crunch your numbers, how you can, basically place which number to put at which position and have some open mindset. With that being said, I think that should be it. Bye.